Welcome to PlayThru, and thank you for trying out our live golf event scoring system. In this very short video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 steps needed to create your first event. Let's get started. All right, so this is your event dashboard. This is what you'll see as soon as you create your account. After creating events, they'll all be listed here in chronological order with the names, how many people are registered, the link, access to the link, and then edit options here. But to create your first event, all you need to do is go over here and click on this create event button and then give your event a name. We'll call our sample event, create. All right, and then you're going to be taken to the outing organizer. This is where you're going to set up and configure everything for your event. So the first tab is the event setup. This is where all the event details are going to get situated. So the event name, you can set your event date there. Select the format, whether it's a scramble or two-person best ball or just an individual event. You can choose whether it's a stroke play or match play, and then you can select points or strokes. So if I do a points event, I also have the ability to enter in custom point values for each of the different scores in relation to par. You can also do a 9-hole or 18-hole event and then determine how you want the ties broken on the leaderboard. So we're going to go back to strokes. And then on the right-hand side here, you can select some additional configurations. So are you going to apply handicaps? Is it going to be a flighted event? Do you have a shotgun start? And will you be doing overall event team game? And in that case, you can also select whether or not you're going to want to drop the best score or the worst score. So in this case, we're just going to keep things simple. After you're done, you can hit the save and next button. But in general, once you update a setting, all of it saves automatically. So we're just going to hit save and next for the fun of it and go to the course tab. This is where you're going to set up the tees you're playing from. So you can add and delete tees as needed. So I can set up multiple tee boxes. So if I have a men's tee and a ladies tee, I'll do that there. And then you just type in the pars and handicaps for the course. So I'm going to keep things simple. We'll just do one and we'll do par fours for everything. Okay. Then the next tab, this is where you're going to enter in your golfers. You have the option to add golfers in manually. So if I type Keith and then we'll do and enter in golfers that way, or you can import golfers using this import button. So if I select that and then select the appropriate file, so long as the column headers in the file match up with what is listed here, the data should import smoothly. So got my file associated. I'm going to hit upload golfers. Now everybody's been added automatically. And then at any point you can select, okay, Ashley, Avery, and Dan, they are no longer playing, so I can delete them using that option there. An important thing to know is the fields that show up in the golfers tab and the course tab are dependent on how you've set up the event. So for example, if I want a handicapped event, right now I have no option here to enter in a handicap. But as soon as I select handicap on the golfer section, I now have the ability to enter in a handicap for each hole. We tried to streamline the setup as much as possible. So unless the information is necessary for the event, it won't show on the course or golfers tab. So for example, on the course tab, we're doing a handicapped event. So I need pars and handicaps. But if I'm doing an adjusted handicap event, then I also need slope and course rating to adjust the handicaps for the difficulty of the course. So if you're not seeing something in the golfer tab or the course tab that you know you want in there, make sure that the correct setting is set in the event tab, and then it should show up. Once you're done with the setup in those 3 steps, the last one is to grab the scorecard. Now, what we've done is we set up a bunch of checks to make sure that the settings are correct for the type of event. So in this case, we're missing hole handicaps, slope, and course ratings because of the fact that we have adjusted handicaps turned on. So I turn those off, and we'll turn off that just for the sake of keeping things easy. Now, if I go to the scorecard, this is where you'll see your scorecard link, as well as the QR code, which you can click and save and share. That'll take you directly to the live scorecard. On the right-hand side, you have your master pin. This is where you'll set your 4-digit code so you can enter and access the master scorecard from the live leaderboard. The master scorecard gives you, as the organizer, the ability to go in and edit and update any golfer's scorecard quickly and easy. And then if you want to, you can also hide the leaderboard until everyone has finished the round just by turning on that toggle. This will restrict it so only golfers can enter their scores. And then at the end of the round, they'll see the full live leaderboard. Below that, we have some additional options. So you have a templated email with your event link that you can share to your golfers. You've also got a leaderboard only link. In this case, if you just share this with spectators, or you can even cast it to a TV, but this will take people directly to the live leaderboard. And if you have a website where you want to embed the live leaderboard, you can use this embed code here. You've got a couple other options, registration. So you can create and set up a registration page where people can sign up for your event and pay the associated fees. And then on the right, you've got upgrade tab. So this is where you can upgrade your event with a couple additional features like scoring features. If you want a skins calculator or you want whole competitions, you can do that. Multi-round scoring. You can do a custom scorecard where the entire scorecard is white labeled with your logo, your colors, your background images, your ads. And then you also have the option to do hole sponsors. So you could set up one hole sponsor for each hole and the live leaderboard. So those are all upgrades. Just select what you want and hit checkout and go through the payment process, and then it'll be activated for this specific event. And at the end of the event, once you're done with everything, on the right-hand side here is this export button. So if I click this export button, a CSV file will download with all golfer details, tee details, event setting details, along with individual hole scores, both net and gross scores, total scores, essentially everything you need to save the scores and everything for your records. And as always, if you have any questions or need anything as far as figuring out how to set up your event, there's the support option up here. This will take you directly to a series of how-to articles that you can watch and some videos. And if you need to, there's a support form there, or you can email support@golfplaythru, and we're happy to help.